I did get some cool things that I wanted to try. I've mentioned in videos before that I don't really wear foundation. I actually don't own very many. I have like one from Fenty, which I don't even know if it's the right color. And then I've got like a ColourPop one and a few like concealers and stuff, and that's pretty much it. I don't like to wear a lot of foundation, but I do use primer because I feel like primer, the right type of primer, it kind of like, the ones that are like more powdery and like pore filling, they just kind of make you look more like natural without being like cakey, because the color from foundation tends to, like right in here I get like these dry areas, and no matter how much I exfoliate, you can see like the makeup kind of collecting in like these little spots, and it looks gross. So I don't really like to wear foundation, but Tati Westbrook came out with this Blendiful thing, which truthfully, she didn't invent this, to be honest. Like the heart sponge especially, like I used to sell them, like it was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, but I used to sell something that looked exactly similar, although I'm just now opening this, so we'll see how it like compares to what I used to have. But yeah, like I don't think this is actually something she invented, or it's like revolutionary or brand new, because I know like I've seen drag queens using like puffs for years. They're usually round, but they have the same little thing, and it's the same type of fabric. But people have kind of stopped using them and started using other things, so this is a little bit more stiff, but it feels about like the ones that I used to use, to be honest. The ones I used to have, that I sold at least, were like a pink color is the only difference. But if you look at them, they're actually different fabrics. Like this one almost has like longer fibers, like it's more like almost like some kind of like hair, versus this one truly looks like a microfiber, and my camera's not going to focus, so I'm sorry for that. Maybe I'll try to take a picture and post it on my Instagram or something. But I saw several people posting videos about it, because at first I was like, what the heck, I'm not going to get that. That seems dumb. But I saw people's videos, and I try to watch people that I don't even know who the heck they are. So like I have no bias, and I'm like, if I really want to know what someone's opinion is, I'll watch 2 or 3 like random people's videos. And everyone that used it, their makeup looked really good. It looked like really airbrushed. They don't have the skin issues that I do, but I mean, like just hearing how they were using it and seeing, like I could see for myself, like when they would compare pictures and stuff, that there's definitely a difference. So I figured maybe this could work for me. Maybe this would help me to not have that like that weird like cakey stuff in certain areas. So that's something new I'm definitely going to try. I'm not really sure how you're supposed to use the little one. Like I'm assuming maybe for powder. That's how I used to always use the littler sponges. And then maybe this, like everyone's using like for foundation and primer and stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Another thing I'm going to be using, I got this new Dior Backstage Air Flash foundation. I don't know if it's my color, like maybe, we'll see. It's really hard to buy it online, to be honest, but I don't really wear a lot of foundation, so I'm just hoping that I guessed right, because if not, I've never used this before, so it's like weird. It sounds like spray paint, but hopefully this will be somewhat right. I'm gonna try it either way. And then I also got the little Natasha Denona palette that was on sale for like $12. So I might be trying a few colors of this. I don't know. I don't really like to post makeup videos, so I probably won't show me doing like my eyeshadow and stuff, but we'll see. The primer I'm using is the Philosophy Super Natural. This is just because it's one that I already know. It's one that I already like. So I will be using that. One thing I do wish is I wish I would have brought my mirror in here. I have a mirror, but I'm like, the way that I'm sitting, I'm kind of like away from it. I'm just going to take the end of this and start with this thing and just kind of like pat it where I normally do. For right in this area, I always kind of like let it, I try not to blend it in too much, but I think I already did. I like to let it sit just for a second, because I feel like the air helps it like not dry per se, but like it's, I don't know, like solidifies a little more, and I feel like it covers better in those areas. I'm also kind of curious because the thing is, like, no matter how much I shave, I always have like kind of like rough areas, so I don't know if like any fuzz from this is gonna get caught. I know I've seen people saying that they had issues with fuzz. I I didn't feel anything, like it didn't feel like it dragged right in here, so I'm not sure. Let me, I mean, it looks like it applied really well. I always have trouble right here where my nose ring is because I always like, I think I like go too soft because I'm always afraid I'm gonna rip it out, because anyone with a nose ring, you know, that hurts. Okay, I've never used this Dior fancy flash stuff, so I've seen people spray it directly on their face. That seems weird to me, and for someone who doesn't, I haven't used like really very much on my face in years, so I think I'm just gonna go in on this. Whoa. I really hope that doesn't get on my lens. Oh wow. I'm like scared to use this because I have not used foundation in a long time. I can feel it, but I'm not really seeing it, so maybe that means it's the right color. Like my makeup application, I feel like it's gonna be so bad because I should have had like a small mirror that I can hold, and for some reason I don't have that right here. Like I have like all this makeup stuff around me, although I have all these palettes behind me. I'm sure one of them has a mirror. I suppose I could probably grab one of those if I need to. You know what, I think I will. Let's do this one because I think this one has a mirror. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, it's a little mirror though. I don't know. The thing is, I think it's just my face. It is applying like really evenly. Sorry, I'm like covering my face. It's not an ad for their palette, but it's cute. I feel like I can still see that like cakiness. I think it's just, unfortunately, that's just the face that I have with PCOS. But I will say I think this is more of like a light coverage, so I'm gonna go in and do a little more. Maybe I'm not putting enough. Like if I'm not putting enough, if you've used this and there's like a trick to it, or like in all reality when it comes to like foundations, I don't know what I'm doing. So like if you know something that I don't, please let me know in the comments, because I'm trying to like relearn, because I spent so many years like kind of hiding my face, which seems ironic because I own a makeup company. But does this look like the right color? Like I think so, but I don't know. I really don't know. I need to get like a hand mirror. I don't have a hand mirror right here. For some reason I just do not. Do these little ColourPop palettes have mirrors? No. My palette does not have a mirror. What about the Morphe ones? No. Honestly, I think it covered pretty good. Like honestly, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a full coverage at all, but I don't think it looks bad. Like it doesn't look as cakey. I do kind of feel like I think the sponge did kind of give it more of like an airbrushed look versus, I don't know, like when I use the sponges and I'm like packing it on, I think the packing it on part is what makes it not good. Alright, I'm gonna use a powder just to test the little heart one, and the powder I'm gonna use, oh god, it's an old ass Victoria's Secret setting powder. And it looks like it has some shimmer, which I'm already not liking, but I just opened it and I don't have that many face powders anymore. I used to, honestly, before I used to use primer, I used to just use only face powders. Until I realized, like, in certain light, I looked like a freaking ghost. Live and learn. That was, I think everybody has that, where they have, like, they look at pictures and like, oh my god, that was my this phase, or that was my that phase. Like, what was I thinking? Why was I doing that? Oh, Lord. One thing I don't think I've ever had like a good or bad eyebrow phase. I really don't do a lot with my eyebrows. Like I'll use a pencil, but I don't heavily pluck. But I've had compliments on my eyebrows, so I guess I have like naturally nice eyebrows. I don't know. I hope that's what that means. Okay, you know what? I'm just using whatever is right here. Like I didn't really think this through. So I'm gonna use this MAC blush right here. It's from like, it's called Painted Canyon. I forget the collection, but I don't buy a MAC anymore, but I used to be a very avid collector, especially of like the limited edition stuff. It feels weird putting it on with a sponge. I don't know. Did I like it? Let me try this because it has a little bit of the foundation, because Jesus, I look like so red. I think that's maybe okay. It's not a particularly dark color, but you know, just for the fun of it, let's try a highlighter. I've got the color Trophy Husband. It's a really gold color. I'm gonna try it with this and just see what happens. This one is probably better for like touch-ups and stuff, but I'm like, I don't really want to have to like make a second video to like update right now. I just don't want to do that, so I'm gonna use them all right here. I'm not gonna do my eye look or anything. I'm just playing with this part. But I think it's working. I think it's doing, like, it's working pretty well. Because it just depends, like, how you want it. Like, some people want it, like, really intense. Other people do not. My highlighters can be intense, or they can kind of, like, you can blend it out and it's not too bad. I think it worked. I'm kind of curious, like, about, like, washing them. How that will wash out. I'm going to use the new, one of my new colors from OMFG Cosmetics. It's called Bubblegum. And then I think that's a wrap on this. I tried to make it a color that looks similar to like the MAC Candy Yum Yum. It's not an exact, but I like those like really vibrant, bright pinks. And I'm pretty sure MAC is no longer cruelty free, and it's not vegan anyways, so I'm not 100% only purchasing those items, but I try very hard not to, and this year I'm trying to buy like no makeup, so I have enough. I need to use what I've got. So that, so far, I think this, honestly, this is a very interesting little thing. Like, I think it's cool that these like sponge type things are coming back, because I think depending on your complexion, and like for me, I really feel like it doesn't look as cakey. I still have, you know what, I still have this dry skin right here. Maybe I just need to like constantly moisturize for like a month. I don't know. I think for my particular situation, my PCOS is just, it is what it is, so it's not going to be a flawless application no matter what I do. That sucks, but you know, we have to kind of work with what we've got. But I think it did work really well. I think that it looks better personally than when I use a sponge, because I feel like you're more packing it in those areas that, if you have any areas that stuff collects weird, this is not, the sponges are going to work a lot better than, I mean, this type of sponge is going to work a lot better for you, or this puff, than an actual like wet sponge. Plus this is actually dry, so I think maybe it being dry also makes it apply better for me. So I don't know, I've seen other people and they've really liked it. I think it's really cool. $18 is a little kind of pricey, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it because I do want to get back into makeup. I do want to like start making more videos about makeup. So I don't know, it's probably fair. She's probably making a lot off of these, because these sponges, like the little heart ones, they're probably like 20 cents. So this one maybe like 50 cents at the most. So I mean, like, she's making a mad profit off of these for sure. But I mean, that's business. It is what it is. So overall, I think they're really cool. I think it was a good purchase, and I think the foundation's not bad. I think for me, for someone who doesn't really wear a lot of foundation, I think this is probably the perfect type, because it's very light. It didn't go on cakey. It went on very easily. Maybe next time I'll try like spraying it on my face, but I feel like that seems weird to just like spray it directly on, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and if you guys have used these, I'd love to hear what you thought about them, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day.